tournament. Well, Pure, he can be really damn good with this hero. On a day he wants to, or maybe every single day he gets to play this hero. So I wouldn't say a lot is riding on this Axe, but he will be a big beneficial factor for a potential BetBoom win. But Azure Ray, they want to take that away from them. Playing again to their strengths, game 2 from the last series. They were successful in turning the tide around into a tie series against Shopify Rebellion. Can they pull off a tie versus BetBoom, who are taking a very long wraparound here with that full-on smoke?
Who's going to get the biggest
kill streak? Not going to run into anyone, though.
This game. What do you think? Who's going to get the longest kill streak this game?
Longest kill streak. All right, I did hear you correct.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't know. Bristleback feels like a good option to go for. But BetBoom going to be marching onto the high ground, saying hello to Somnus and the rest of the buddies. That's a big blood grenade if I've ever seen one, connecting onto 4.
Oh,
but Somnus low, so is GPK. GPK is the one to die first. Save is the one to follow suit. They can't kill Somnus just quite yet, but he takes down to the Axe. Pure also gets a piece of the action, but when's the last time you've seen a 4-man blood grenade? It's not doing a lot of damage, but the slows were just enough for Somnus to live.
Well, it was Blood Grenade plus Arcane Curse on the 4 heroes, right? So, in that regard, the slow is actually pretty good. Good synergy there, as FY just gets beaten up by this Axe here. Alright, let's see here.
That's an echoing laugh.
Oh, yeah, let's see whose laning stage is going to be better here. I would imagine Troll should win top lane. Will we finally see
BetBoom,
Pure?
I go BetBoom.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's what I was going to say. Heroes don't even matter anymore.
Question, you know, like you look at the best laning stage teams so far, it has to be BetBoom, and they're punishing Mr. FY in the top lane, trying to get a kill, and that will be scored for Pure.
I mean, yeah, FY is actually playing the silencer this game, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of
oh, yeah, he is. It was Qian Ming with the clockwork. Right. I was wondering because I thought I saw this clockwork cosmetic look a little bit different. You know, the big brain helmet for the clockwork. But FY, he doesn't need to show his big brain.
Yeah.
Different set.
He already played his clock game. He just wants to play some silencer, I guess. No, I think the reason why they did this is they're not a team that's comfortable swapping like players and lanes. They don't want to put FY in the safe lane. They don't want to put Jiaming in the off lane. So, yeah, they're just going to have to settle with FY on the silencer.
Yep. That's a vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
Silencer, guys.
Not something most POS 4s has to play, but got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Yeah, usually the Pulse 5s are the ones to play the silencer, but I guess why put him into the Pulse 4 role? I mean,
just because they want to get the
rage advantage
laning
versus the Oracle. Yeah,
I mean, clock plus Troll's a really strong lane. Plus, if you do clock Bristle lane, you're probably gonna get smashed, right? So they just had to lane with the standard 1 range, 1 melee. There's some matchups that are fine as double melee. And of course, double range is always good.
Yep. Oh, it's almost going to miss out on the flag bearer there. That level 1 onslaught doesn't do enough damage to kill the flag bearer creep. Easy deny for GPK, who is, by the way, destroying Somnus in mid.
Yep.
6 last hits on this Primal versus the 15 and 12 denies. But I guess you could just suspect that this matchup was never easy to begin with, and going up against the Monkey King in the lane.
I'm just surprised Somnus hasn't had enough of getting smashed, you know? Like, game 1, he just gets owned in lane. It's like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that again. That's fine. I mean, you can see he's playing the long game, right? All right, good kill on FY. He's playing the long game.
Yeah, I guess you gotta put.
I'm gonna lose my lane, but I
want
to win the game.
Gotta put your sight somewhere else instead of the current moment, because you know Dota games aren't usually decided in 2 minutes. So yeah, makes sense. Lane's gonna be
saw
rough,
that in the Shopify Rebellion series.
We did indeed. Yeah, that was a win.
everything can go perfect. But if you make a couple mistakes at the wrong moment, I guess we call that the rubber band effect.
Rubber band effect or good old money in the bank strat.
It's got to spend your money. You can't just spend it though. That doesn't
No,
work.
you're saving. You're depositing. You're putting savings into opponents' bounties, and you cash those bounties when they're
bank
up
account
by
or what?
totally legal.
I don't think you can
just
do that.
cashing out bounties.
Okay.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But yeah, right now, no big action going on right now. But BetBoom again, shining colors with this laning stage so far. Every single lane looking pretty good. Just a death on GPK and save from that early skirmish, and all these 3 kills have happened during pretty much the laning stage. It was a 2-1 at the start for Azure with that early brawl. And of course, it just had to be Somnus who dies again in the first brawl. But Chalice,
I mean, the poor guy can't get a break.
Pinging with FY, and they want to chase the CK, but Toronto Tokyo also recognizing the situation. Pops a couple extra heals for Nightfall. So that's that. This Chalice dive doesn't lead into too much action. Pops also just chilling. Somnus making GPK. And Chalice is actually dead. He's not going to take that much damage. Oracle still has a really good burst early on in this game. 2 points in Purifying Flames is one of the scariest things.
Yeah, and we see the Bristleback as well. Just not going for extra points on the Bristleback. And he's going to be a little bit squishier because of that. And it is a pretty good value point at level 1. So it does make a lot of sense why players are doing what they're doing with this hero.
Well, GPK's off to a fantastic start once again. Today has just been GPK without a single real mistake happening. Like, when you talk consistency, yesterday and today, like, he's really achieved that.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's played really well so far in all the games.
We're not going up Somnus here. Another route combined as well from Toronto Tokyo. Somnus, he is down.
So you got 2 kills pre-laning stage, right? And now it's still 5-2. So they haven't got a single kill outside of that level 1 engagement. It's a bit rough. I mean, it's so scary how good BetBoom team is at this laning stage. It's absurd.
It's just kind of like you'd figure out, like you'd think every single team attending TI or the road to the international has already proven themselves throughout this year. They've kind of melded out all these small minor details, but then it really just comes down to like 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 teams. They've got everything figured out. The rest are just kind of learning from them in the most important tournament of the year, Toronto Tokyo. Both unable to snatch away the wisdom.
Bottom lane, Monkey's moving again.
Yep.
And these are the things I don't see Monkey Kings do enough, right? It's, yeah, you win your lane, they often just go off and farm, but they're making rotations, playing like a mid laner. Even though you are a Monkey King, yeah, you won your matchup, but oftentimes you see them get ganked, right? And then they die, they lose their advantage. But GPK is doing a good job of like winning his lane and then moving, right? I think you get like this this complex as a Monkey player of being like, I must destroy my lane. I must keep destroying my lane.
He decides to TP top with the silencer, and it's going to be hard, honest work onto Pure, and the root comes out just in time. Fervor stacks up to 12, so he can bring out the web, cancel the teleport, take down Pure, and a much-needed kill as well for Azure Ray. Only managed to kill Toronto Tokyo at the 7-minute Wisdom Rune, and now the Axe at 8 minutes. So that's your only kills for the laning stage.
That's something. I mean, the gold lead's not bad. I mean, Troll is keeping up with the farm.
Oh, Nightfall is finding a lot of hostiles around him. It's not just Somnus, but it's everybody else pretty much, and they will take down the CK. Just the right things you need to do, killing the CK early if you can.
Dire's
I think we're about to see a repeat of game number 1, where the tempo is going to start getting a bit crazy. As I think the instigator of all this violence is definitely Somnus here, just feeling like he has to run around and do things.
And Tianming, he's found the enemy, but it does come at a price. It is his life.
Oh.
And meanwhile, Chalice has finished off the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. FY is also coming in from the side. And a Phantasm. Quick Dispel. Get rid of all the nasal goo. So that's CK going away. Going to go to the jungle farm up and save. And Somnus having a bit of a, I wouldn't really say friendly encounter with each other, but Save calls in his bigger brother, GPK. He's a scary tree moving around. Halloween trees indeed.
Clock again, finding himself in a weird
He's also
spot.
coming in for the back. Pulverize, going to be popped as well. GPK taking some hits from that too. Oracle healing himself. The Willow coming into the assistance. A nice onslaught, but the stun onto Somnus. There's a good boundless strike onto Mianting, but Tianming, but GPK able to escape it between all. And Toronto Tokyo's also gone.
Save might die if you get one more right click. -2, my friend.
-2.
He's up to a 6 stolen intelligence now. And when you have these big bloodbaths of a game, heroes like Silencer really benefit from them.
Ooh, big nuke. Very big nuke. And Somnus dies during the onslaught.
Yeah, that's quite nice. I think what they really need at this point is to get Clockwork his ultimate. We saw in the previous game, there was a Clockwork. FY was playing it. The hook shots were just on point, being able to just follow up or set up for Somnus, where they have a similar strategy, where last time they had the Earth Spirit with the Clockwork. Now they've got the Primal. That's when things are going to start coming online here. Till then, it's just farm it up here.
Yeah. But how online is online? Is it going to be like a level 1 threat or something even more dangerous? I don't actually even know if level 1 is high or low, but never mind about that.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
Pierce is jumping away with the Tumbler toys. Clockwork makes his way. Now the Ancients are hitting him. GPK's hitting him. Pierce hitting him. Save's hitting him. And GPK gets the kill. And then they farm the Ancients as well. These mercenaries, they've done their job.
Got a little six off of that.
Accepted.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think this game here is, I don't know, it's pretty stable, honestly. This troll is doing really well. Bristleback is doing really well. And only just the Primal is not doing very well. But FY is picking up the slack for that. Just same net worth at this point. So not bad. Not bad at all.
I like that you have, you know, the permanent scaling. How big this axe can actually be in terms of troll dealing damage to you, a lot of attack speed from Fervor. If you can get a pace like this that Pure's already got with 4 stacks into counter helix, if you can get sorry, not counter helix, into the Culling Blade stacks, would be great to just pick up masses and masses of armor, which really helps in the long run versus the troll.
Agreed. Won't help you for Silencer.
That will go straight through, yes.
And it's looking like FY. He's doing that FY thing again, where he's going to be that hidden core. Unfortunately, not a good patch for it. This is not a good hidden core patch, I suppose. Lack of a better way of putting it.
Not really.
And we've kind of seen that through all the Weaver games that have been played out have not looked very impressive.
Yeah, I guess there's a bit of optimism, but still, I feel like there's no big surprises coming out. Unless, I think this
there's a surprise here.
Yeah, that's a surprise indeed, with Somnus finding the entire gank squad of BetBoom. Well, Azure Ray sieging a tower, but they're coming to defend this one, and we're talking about those skirmishes. Here we have our first bigger battle. Global silence pop. Lou's going to be able to move away, get stunned up as GPK is running top of him, loading up the Wukong's command, but he's got no boundless strike to hit anybody, and no battle trance as well, as he said, onto the troll, so he's just out of there. Tianming going to be killed off, and the blink call coming out from Pure, and FY. He will have the honors of being Pure's first called armor stack.
All right.
So +1, not
+1. +1 against the -2 guy. Very nice, very nice. That was really good. They made that play bottom, got the kill, then they pure went on the troll right away. Then they mass TP'd up there to go and deal with them. Troll still has no ultimate, by the way, so...
They don't know about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a point. Let me do the math here. 4-8, yeah, he's level 10 and has 10 points spent. He does not have a way to use his ultimate.
Lose maybe just built different here. Chalice going to be chasing save, but Toronto Tokyo is popping up so many heals onto save that he will live and go all the way back to full HP. But GPK is going to need something similar here. Toronto Tokyo is just kind of like, when do I false promise you, my friend? There we go. You can have it. You can take it. Down. Chalice is roaming free. Somnus is low on HP as well, but they got the pulverized. You're coming in with a call, looking for the dunk onto this primal beast, and he's got it. Smack on number one, but it looks like he might even die. Toronto Tokyo, he's keeping them at bay, but Pure is down, and here comes Nightfall. Maybe a little bit late to the party, but at least he gets something out of this, and that's FY. That's one kill at least, but they are still forcing BetBoom to the tier 2, well, at least back to the tier 2 tower even, so a couple heroes already killed. Bristleback does end up taking a bit of a beating from Nightfall. Oh, look at that. Full-on man mode. And he talked about those hook shots. That's a miss. That's a miss. Into a root as well. Lou versus CK. Well, CK basically has a couple extra friends the troll does not have. And there goes Lou.
All right, this is why you do not run into enemy tier 4s, or tier 2s, sorry. At 15 minutes into the game here for Azure, because I was about to give him high praise. It's like, yeah, yet again, a bad laning or a rougher laning stage, but they're choosing to fight into him. Like, there is no fear whatsoever on the side of Azure here to want to take these fights. But same story as last game. They're not taking their small wins. They're overextending a little bit. They're waiting for players to respawn. They're going a bit too far. And they're kind of like, these small wins are turning into big losses.
Yeah. I love how GPK was holding onto that Boundless Strike for such a long time, only to see Somnus charging in, cancels out the charge. The fight still continues to extend. Pure is going to find himself a Culling Blade there to get at least that big, pesky Primal Beast out of the way. But all this time, like, looking at the map as well, like, CK finally gets back into action. It looks like it's super late. But this is where Azure Rage would be like,
right?
well,
you got no mana.
You're like, yeah, exactly. You're 3-2 already at this point. You're just back. But
I'm just going to go into the tier 4 here. Like, I don't know. You have to know you're getting probably reality rifted into that. And this hook shot is so unfortunate. It's like, I'll save you, bro. Well, I'm dead too. And now Troll's like, I had a team here, guys. Where did they go? And now he gets sold out essentially here, and he goes down as well.
Top tower has fallen.
We have a classic Finnish meme of that. Coming to save somebody, and oh, I'm going to die myself. And Nightfall will snipe FY in the bottom lane. That's a hook shot that will connect onto GPK, but it doesn't really do too much because he's already on the move. Dodges the blood grenade as well for the Clockwork. They're making him pay with everything that he has. Taxes on top of it, and that tax is his life. They can just get to him into the side of the tree line, already using the stun, and he is out with just a little bit extra on top. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
No tax revenue today for BetBoom of his life.
It's always a good thing. I like paying things with my life.
Worst types of... Anyway.
Payment. Yeah, I mean, right now, like, they're going to make a smoke to the bottom lane here with Pure and Save. This is going to be your kill squad. You got the Blink available. You got the Bedlam with the new changes where you can throw it.
And you got a great target to jump as well. Troll is so alone. I still missed the call, but they don't miss the kill anyway. Okay, I was like, is he actually going to walk out of this? Hell
Dude,
no.
Look at this TP.
Meanwhile, CK's being chased. Nightfall is here. Chalice is very deep in right now. Clockwork has no hook shot available anymore. He already used it. Nightfall will live. GPK is about to kill himself to this Bristleback. Pierre, he can't blink anywhere. There's spikes flying everywhere. There's Arcane Curses. And no! Look at that.
Call.
That's a better call. Onto 2. And Clockwork down. Donk after donk after donk. And FY, he thinks he might be able to get away. GPK still, well, okay, he's not actually going to see FY going to the hiding of that tier 2 tower, but what a turnaround from BetBoom.
Yeah, what a call there by Pure. Like, he missed one, but that is a very rare occurrence for this man, and he's like, all right, I might miss one, but I'm going to hit two with my next call, as he does manage to get both of them, and perfect setup too, because the Monkey King, he had a Jingu ready, he had Boundless Strike ready, lots of damage to follow up on that one. Quite good there, and now he's getting even closer to this Manta style, where when this is complete, he's going to be able to, well, there's a few things he can help with, mainly just not be silenced anymore. Maybe start some confusion, but other than that, like, there's not a ton to dispel, but I think just getting out of global might be enough.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Falls on the hunt for the next one, and Clockwork's right there. Reality Rift broken for a second, and the Cogs will push him away with a hook shot to safety. Tomato and Potato still remaining there, so he's going to be able to use them as leverage.
Just call the other one a potato.
Maybe it's Tomato and Potato.
I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. It's like a little brown potato.
Yeah, I mean, we've always called these, or at least I've always called them Tomato and the Potato, but
makes sense.
I guess I'm just one of those.
I see it, actually. I didn't see it before, but you opened my eyes.
You've learned something. Your eyes are wide open.
Yeah.
Well, like I always say, if you learn something new, it was a good day to wake up to. Meanwhile, Blue is about to wake up to an ill awakening by Pure and save. And another badonkadonk right on top of his head. That's 5 stacks for Pure now with the Calling Blade.
It is definitely turning into the Pure show here. And of course, assisted by save. All this damage wouldn't be possible without.
We all need a side character or a sidekick, right?
A sidekick, yeah. The Robin to Pure's Batman.
Yeah. There goes your next one. Another one.
Yeah, it's turning into that thing again, right? Where Azure Ray just kind of like are all over the map and not really fighting anymore and kind of getting picked off. I kind of want to see them go back into let's just run into them mode, because they were more successful with that. What their biggest issue though is with that type of strategy is they have a hard time knowing when to break. They know how to use the gas, but they don't know how to break.
Oh, Lou. Not again. Okay, Pure doesn't actually blink for the call on top of him. That would have been another devastating kill. Right at the same spot that he literally just died at. Pure is here again.
I mean, that's the spot on the map where you're generally the safest. Generally.
Yeah,
and I think...
So. Now...
But you're playing against
support for showing up. A DP instant reaction from Somnus to come to the rescue.
Chop.
But there's another donk for Pure. Playing for himself, GPK coming up. A Bristleback has been completely caught off guard. Oh, there was a Monkey King on top of me. I did not know that. Somnus getting a reality rifted by Nightfall. The stun will connect. There's a buyback coming out from Tianming, and he's trying to help out with pushing GPK away, but Nightfall, he will lose his courier. I don't think he might lose his life, though, because they're the ones taking lives right now. Somnus escaping 100 HP. GPK, he dodges the hook shot as well, and he snipes him inside the base. Just no mercy at all from BetBoom. But I have to say, I think it's still a Pure show.
I mean, it's just a BetBoom show today, to be honest with you. BetBoom showing that between the 3 teams playing on this stream today, that they are most definitely the best.
Yep. They're definitely looking hot in this group. And when we head over to the staging matches, the seeding matches tomorrow is basically just going to be on the next episode of BetBoom Show. We see Pure not throwing in a Calling Blade, but they could just, position themselves into a potential upper bracket start for the actual TI event with performances that they've had today and yesterday. So I think BetBoom fans are really happy with what they're seeing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we love to see him in form. I think what's quite interesting, well, the segue to that was pretty bad, but I was going to say, like, the culling armor that you gain from killing heroes, it says 9 armor has been harvested by Axe's Golden Blade.
Yes, yes.
Am I missing some lore here? Is this like some mythical axe that harvests armor? Is that actually the lore?
If we want to put it really gruesome, it could be just Axe uses his blade and he attaches those decapitated, I don't know, whatever, attaches it to himself and then it turns into armor. I don't know. It's a long shot. I don't know the lore, but it is what it is.
Feels weird to harvest armor.
But the spell or the ability is calling blade, and the buff is called armor. So I don't know, something happens in between.
I think anyway, I'm mostly bothered by the harvest word.
I guess harvesting is a intriguing word.
What do I know?
Outside of that, Roshan is being taken by BetBoom. Nightfall very likely the one to carry it. GPK is also off to a great game, so
I would give it to GPK.
I think they're happy with either.
I think GPK wants to be able to. I mean, Monkey King's a squishy hero in Hately, right?
Yeah.
And so you can be out of position, die really quickly, and that's why we see Monkey Kings fail a lot. I mean, they're just gonna give it to Nightfall, but in general, this is definitely a hero that you got to be careful for. This poor Clockwork, man. Can you give him a break?
Yeah. It's not FY Clockwork this game.
That's 10 deaths now. For the poor man here. I mean, looking at all the scores, like Somnus 0-7. He signed up for this, so Primal Beast picking again after just losing to it.
I just love how, like, I have 10 deaths on Clockwork. I signed up for this and I'm not happy with this. Very disgruntled employee of Azure. God damn
I mean, it is what it is. Or maybe Lanham signed him up for it. It's like, nah, bro, it's fine.
I mean, he's barely got 4K net worth. He's got Blitz Knuckles. Punch back.
On who?
I saw on the Clockwork.
The hell are Blitz Knuckles? Nice. Oh, that's I didn't even know the name of that item. It was always just
every
like
day you learn something new, eh? Meanwhile, Lou is in for an ill awakening once again.
To me, it's just that item that gives you attack speed and builds into Shadow Blade. I like that item.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, not everybody knows all the items of everything. Okay, that's a slap to the face. It's a nice 600 crit. Silencer kind of just walking straight towards that blade of CK. That's a cold blade right there, or calling blade even right there. But Chalice, GPK shows up. I'm a tree. And Chalice, it's got nowhere to go. Back to the graveyard you go for 50 seconds. But when's BetBoom going to be looking at high ground? How long do they wait? They have the Aegis. They've got everything that they need. They've got a sizable lead. They're moralized opponent potentially.
It's only 25 minutes in the game, even though they are quite ahead. Going high ground just to go high ground is almost never a good idea. So I would say get another kill, then maybe go high ground. It's okay to poke up there if you feel like you're unkillable, but I don't think you just like force it right away, because buybacks are just way too powerful. You might be able to kill 5 heroes, but can you kill 10? That's where things get a little difficult.
That'll be an interesting one. Nice little D ward quickly there.
Yeah, gem online.
Holding on to the gem, but as they see these 2 heroes are away, does Azure have an opening? Because they will get the Primal Beast to get onto GPK. At the same time, that's telling me he's going to have to give his life away with an attempt on a hook shot. And they've already moved out. Nightfall shows up to pummel the troll, but he got his ulti off. And that's a chance to burn through that Aegis. And the death number 1 is a certainty.
Man, look at the Aegis.
Get death number 2. Wukong's Command is ready. GPK diving into the back line and forces Azure all over. They're scattered in separate directions. And Somnus just going to have to tank the bullet. That's all he can really do. He's going to take so much damage from fall. And Chalice, he's doing the same thing right now. But this Bristleback, it's not a threat. It's a weakness in the eyes of BetBoom. Lou should be able to get away from this axe. You're unable to blink with the Arcane Curse. But yeah, I guess that's your high ground ticket then.
are
Yep.
fortified.
Going high ground's fine when you know the enemy has one of two things missing. Either missing spells that are critical, or missing
found
heroes. Okay.
I'm gonna get to it.
You are
No battle friend.
dead.
And 16 armor has been harvested so far.
Just gonna use
Just
that
the
now.
supports the whole base.
Just harvested.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out there.
Axe no longer dunks, he just harvests.
Middle barracks are under attack.
I mean, Axe doesn't even have an axe.
Middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle
That as well.
barracks
And let's not get into the nitty gritty.
Tide Hunter doesn't have an anchor to anchor smash, and Axe doesn't have
Oh
an axe.
dear. Oh dear.
top tower.
At least BetBoom, we are gonna make sure that Group B has no tiebreakers whatsoever for the getting to choose your opponent and being a team that is going to be chosen by someone else. So BetBoom is going to be closing out second place at this current pace. Azure 8 will be third in Group B, Shopify Rebellion fourth, and Thunder Awaken last. Dropped out from the road to the International, and Team Liquid, Colleen, 7-1 at the top of the list. They are, nobody can contest them here, but Azure, the only thing that they can do is, well, I mean, I'm not necessarily the right person to answer that question, but probably some kind of miracle is really needed for them. A lot of mistakes from a team that has made yet no mistakes so far in this game. BetBoom hasn't really been making that many mistakes, so it's going to be really hard to force them to make so many mistakes that Azure gets back into the game and force it into a tie situation for a tiebreaker. But I think they're just happy with the situation that they're not getting eliminated today, and they get to march onwards with their road to the International.
Well, they just have to defend high ground and use buybacks to try and give them any advantage they can.
Yeah.
And they need to get rid of these
10 versus
PK
5.
weapons too.
Somnus goes straight into the Phantasm. Nobody else. And Pure coming in with a beautiful call. Somnus is history. Comes in with a buyback. And now that's one burnt. Still a couple more buybacks to go. It's actually only on the support, so the cores can't return for a second time. But they use the Wukongs. They're going to chill for a little bit. Nightfall also backing out Somnus, trying to go for the chase here. FY going to get caught by the root into the double call once again by Pure. Yules into the air. Silencer gone. Chalice trying to fight back as much as he can. Down to half HP onto Nightfall. Pure is also going out with his BKB burning with this bristle back. He's deleted. He's gone. And the Troll, he doesn't even get the chance to use his ultimate. Now he does. Into the Pulverize, used by Somnus. Another throw-in from Toronto Tokyo, rooting them onto the spot, but they've lost Lou. And they're going to lose their last lifeline. And this series, it's going in the way to BetBoom. But we'll find out in the next episode of BetBoom Show what happens tomorrow with their seeding matches. However, a well-earned 2-0 victory, very clean, very pristine. I think everyone is happy with BetBoom's performances today.
Oh yeah, BetBoom put on a show.